Yo, what's going on, guys? Pineapple Sway here. Tonight we're going to get you guys a defensive scheme. We're going to be going into the 3-3-5 wide uh, defensive formation, or also we're going to be exploring nickel 3-3-5 as well. Before I get into it, though, please like and subscribe. And what I'm going to be going over this game or today is just how to get safeties at linebacker and 3-3-5 wide, and just stopping various popular plays that a lot of people like to run online. First things first, we are in the multiple D playbook, so keep that in mind. Um, First things first, what you're going to want to do is go into 3-3-5 and nickel. Um, we're going to want to put safeties here in our linebacker spots. We have Antoine Winfield Jr. right here, and then Jahir Whitehead, or Jordan Whitehead, I believe. Then we have Levante David at linebacker, just because he has lurker, be easier for us to defend. And also too, I don't really have good corners, but you want to put corners up here mostly, or safeties with abilities, because most people watching will probably be playing mutt. So you're gonna want to pick any play in this formation, doesn't matter. But what we're also gonna want to do is go to 3-3-5 wide and make audibles. These are what I have. I've covered 4 show 2, Mike Blitz 3, Mike Blitz O, and then 3 Samuel Blitz. So we're gonna pick Tampa 2, and then offensively we're gonna go up against mesh post first. And so offensively, everyone knows how mesh post works. Most of the time, it's just something like this. Very simple. This is what the play art will look like. And then defensively, what you're going to want to do on Xbox, you're going to want to press X, go left on the D-pad once, and you'll have access to nickel 3-3-5 wide. Then you just press X, and boom, just like that. We have safeties at linebacker now. And so I'm going to show you guys how I'm going to stop mesh post. It's pretty simple. First things first, what you're going to want to do is man up this guy right here. And also too, I don't have zone drops set, but what we're going to do is put this guy in a purple. Most of the time I put my zone drops purples on 10 or 5, and then I would have my cloud flats, like blue zones, like these zones, on 25. So enough talking, let's get into it. I'm gonna snap the ball and try to be guarding 2 things at once, but as you can see right here, we user takes away, stuff like that. And you see, we had pretty decent coverage. I'm just gonna check it down to Gronkowski. We're gonna go over that one more time. So you're just gonna press X left on the D-pad once, and then audible down, and just like that. Here's the play art. Um, don't worry, I'm gonna go over more plays. It's probably like a 30, 40-minute video. Also too, some players, they have a different variety with their mesh post. They'll do something like this, and what I like to do for that is just go like this and press Y and then play underneath, which is just Y and then down on the right stick. And basically, when I snap the ball, you're gonna see that basically it's kind of boxed. Get a coverage sack right there. So, you can see, you get a good idea. We're gonna switch this play though. We're gonna go into, let's go into clear out right here. And what a lot of people like to do for this play is something like this. Or actually, I've seen like that, different varieties. But what we're gonna do is this. And what I would do for that is it's honestly the same thing. Just audible down, and we're gonna have our cloud flats. Put him in a hard flat like this. Cloud flat is gonna take away that, and we're gonna man up Miller. And on offensively or defensively, you're not gonna know what your opponent's running, but you can always assume from what you're running, especially or what they're running, especially in gun bunch. If I snap the ball right here, we're gonna be responsible for this A route. And as you can see, we've completely boxed it. Right now, I'm just gonna throw it to Miller, as it almost gets picked. What other plays do I have? And then I know there's this play this play as well right here. Clear out FN. Let me just see. Yeah, Gronk gets open. Alright, we're gonna choose another play. We're gonna go in a bunch, of course, and we're gonna stick with our 3-3-5. So, oh yeah, where is it? I think I passed it. Verticals. Yeah, verticals. This play gives so many people trouble. But before, can I set defensive zone drops? No, it's not letting me. For some reason, you can't set zone drops in practice mode. But that's what we're gonna do to stop verticals. So, what you want to do? A lot of people run verticals, believe it or not. But this is what I do. Just very simple stuff like this. This is what I like to run for verticals. So what are what is what are we going to be responsible for as a user? We're going to be responsible for the slot route getting ran by Scotty Miller, and I like to run cover 3 against verticals because when you run cover 2 against verticals, it gets a little iffy because this wheel route from Antonio Brown would just absolutely cook cover 2. So this is what we're going to run defensively. We're going to put him in a hard flat. Cloud flats are going to take away like you know, the seam route. So if he tries to throw the wheel quick, or you know, the vertical. Sometimes it guards the vertical, sometimes it doesn't. The route ran by Scotty Miller. Most of the time it doesn't. That's why we're gonna be responsible for it. And then manning up Gronkowski. Sometimes they'll throw the wheel. So snap the ball, and let's just take away. As you can see right here, we have very good defense as we just completely bottled up verticals. And I'm gonna show that one more time because I know it can get a little confusing. So we have cloud flats, and to get cloud flats, you just press Y, then you go down on the right stick, and then up on the right stick, and then we're just gonna put this kind of hard flat, just like this, just like that. And once again, like what I said, as the user, we're responsible for taking away the, the vertical route, and we're doing a good job at that. And as you can see, it's completely bagged, and that's what you want. A lot of people run verticals, and I can even vouch. Verticals is hard to stop. If you're playing with a player who knows what they're doing, it can be really hard to stop. And I can show you guys a different variation of verticals. What a lot of people do. Sometimes they'll block the tight end, have something like this. And so what we're going to do now, since we don't have the tight end, to be responsible for, we're going to put him on a hard flat like this. And we're going to motion over to our guys to the right side, and we're going to send a little pressure. So also too, we can play, we can play complete, I'll try to put him on a hard flat. You can do something like this, put him on a hook curl, or have him in double hard flats like this. And as you can see, we didn't get too much pressure, but as you can see, we're playing decent defense. Sometimes what I like to do too is if I know that my opponent is gonna throw it, we can do, or if I know my opponent is gonna send all his receivers out on a route, what's cool about 3-3-5 wide is that you can use a rush. Sometimes you can get a nice user rush off, and I wouldn't do that too much though. That's not something you want to rely on. But if I wanted to, if I needed to, in that situation, what I would do honestly is just have it like this. Sometimes your opponent can throw it quick. Sometimes we can be quicker and get the sack. Just like that. But what I would do though, say you do want to use a rush. We're gonna get a little weird on the play art, but we're gonna have something like this. That's what I would run. So my controller batteries are low. I know it looks a little weird, but the cloud flat's gonna help with the vertical route. And we have this. We put him in a hard flat right here. Deep zone, right there. And we're gonna shift our guys to the right. Snap the ball. I try to use a rush. But you can see though, you can see the idea of what I'm trying to show. Let me choose a new play. And give me 1 second as I just switch out my batteries. Okay, so back to what I was saying. We're gonna go to another defensive play, or another offensive play that can be a little difficult to stop. Bunch trail. Um, this play is killer. Then there's inside cross, and then dig return, and then we're gonna go into another formation. So we're gonna go over bunch trail real quick. Bunch trail absolutely destroys any coverage, in my opinion. It's stupid. So what a lot of people like to do for bunch trail is they'll do something like this. I've seen. Let's put them on an actual corner route like this, like for bunch trail. So what I like to do is we're gonna have Sherman and a hard flat, and we're gonna have Murphy bunting, curl or hard flat as well to stop the flat route, and then we'll have him in a curl flat. So that's what the play looks like. This is the defense we have. Against cover 2, this play is pretty insane. And as a user, we're just going to be responsible for this curl flat right here. And you can see I kind of had the corner route, still kind of do. You know, it's hard to really do anything when there's no zone drops being set. So we're going to go into cloud flat, hard flat, man him up. And that's what we have defensively. We're going to get boom, 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 just like that. And we're just going to be responsible to guard the hitch. As you can see, pretty good coverage across the board as I just lob it up the middle of the field. Almost catch it, actually. But there's that. And you're probably thinking, oh, Sway, you're just staying in one defensive formation, one defensive play. It's really all you need in Madden. You just need to find one defensive play. A lot of people like to run different defensive plays. But I mean, you just need to find one money defensive play, and you'll be set. Then inside cross. Inside cross is good against man. I don't really run man a lot, but I mean, it can also be difficult against zone. So inside cross, all you gotta do is really just this right here, and you have a pretty good play for inside cross. So what I would do for that is, you know, stay simple. You know, as you can see right here, we are gonna have a lot of routes to guard as a user. You know, we're gonna be put into a bind, to say the least. And you know, I like to send pressure when my opponent's running inside cross, but you know, it can get really difficult because you can see, you know, we have to guard so many different routes, and we got no pressure there. You know. So what I would do is basically, sometimes too, it can be a little difficult, but as you can see, we're gonna man up Gronkowski, and we're gonna man up this X receiver, and we're gonna put Sherman and a curl, and a hook curl like that. And basically, what that's gonna take away, our hard flat is gonna take away Antonio Brown and Ronald Jones. We're gonna have to be semi-responsible to guard Ronald Jones for a little bit as he's going out on his break, but we're gonna bait the user into thinking that RB is open. So we're gonna go something like that, and you can see Sherman actually boxes. Is actually better than I thought. But Sherman actually boxed the route, and then Ronald Jones kind of got bumped. That didn't make any sense. But I'm just gonna show that one more time. This is the play art, and this is the play. This is a very popular red zone play, believe it or not. So, as you can see one more time, we're just gonna act like we're guarding Ronald Jones. Then he throws it to the user. Sherman gets a pick. You guys get the idea. Very, very good play. I'm gonna go over it one more time because you know it can get a little difficult trying to take all of this in. Then let's set up the audibles. So here it is. And also too, another tip: always blitz the user because it makes you faster. So you know we're gonna take that away. You know, and he could throw it to Ronald Jones right there. He could. But most people aren't looking. Most people don't really check down. Thor's gonna go for the bomb. So you know I'm gonna go over that one more time. You know, let's say our user is gonna throw it to Ronald Jones. Then So we gotta take away RB first, and then we guard Ronald Jones. He's not gonna throw that. He won't throw that, but still got the crossing route, and he caught that. Holy moly. Okay. Let's choose another play. And Stig return we can go over. And then there's flood. Let's go over dig return real quick. Dig return is pretty simple. It's just like the play we just went over. What people like to do for dig return is something like that. Just like that. This is another, as my alarm is going off. This is another red zone play. So what you do against this, it's pretty simple. It's just like what we did. Boom. Got the hard flat. And we're gonna man up, or actually we're gonna put a vert hook there. And see, the vert hook's gonna take away that route, and then we're just gonna guard the user across and throw it back. But you guys get the idea. I'm gonna show this one more time. Try to speed this up, cause I got stuff to do in the coming hour. Man, this receiver up, hook girl, defensive play art, offensive play art. Snap the ball, take that away, throws it to us, get a pick. And a lot of people, you're like, someone will never throw that in game. You have not seen people play Madden. People throw the stupidest stuff all the time. They just run a play because it works for one time. They'll think that it works all the time. Then there's flood. This is the last play we're gonna go over in bunch. Setups for what the heck is that? What a lot of people like to do is this, and what I do to counter it is man up this guy. Why is man up that guy? That's the flood route. Or you can even put him in a hook like this. And for this, you want hard flat, and then you want a curl flat. Curl flat's gonna stop the out route. So it's the defense that we're running, just like that. As you can see, it's completely boxed. Sometimes you have to guard that X route, and he still catches it. But you guys get the idea. And now we're gonna go over one more play. Not in bunch though. We're gonna go over this PA boot over bomb that like everyone runs. A lot of people literally just run this as their play. They'll just be, I can't talk, but literally people will just run this for one play, and you're probably like, "Wait, what are you talking about? There's no bomb at a PA boot over." Some of my casual viewers, but yeah, it's just the fact that there is. We're gonna audible down in a 3-3-5, and offensively, I can't make an audible. Oh my gosh, that's because we somehow audibled in the inside zone. This is all you gotta do for the PA boot over bomb, and you can block Gronkowski if you want. We're gonna show you how to stop this. Oh, it doesn't even matter. We got the best defensive line in the game. Let me just do that. That was the stupidest thing I've ever seen. Okay. Defense. I'm not showing you how to stop it. I'm just showing you that, hey, this is overpowered. See, Antonio Brown is wide open. And if you ever did the guard receiver like Randy Moss or someone, it will be a long day. So, I'm going to show you defensively how to stop it. I personally like to run cover 2 against this, but I've been implementing cover 3. So, just like to do, most of the time they're going to put this guy on an out route, and they're going to wheel, put the running back on a wheel. This is what I like to do. And as you snap the ball, we really don't have to do anything. We just have to guard the user, but as you can see the user, or you can see the user, we're just guarding the middle of the field. Get a pick. But what I'm trying to show though, can I instant replay? I cannot. What you're really going to be watching is just the post route from Antonio Brown, just absolutely getting boxed, and that's the main thing. That's what you want to take away, because that's what they're going to want to throw. Beat Vegas into the shed. But Yeah, he still burns because that's just how the route is. Sometimes the route will burn. Sometimes I don't even know how Vita Vega got into this shit. Um, boom, just like that. Snap the ball. But as you can see, um, it's getting it's getting boxed. And sometimes I'll try to get a route bounce. I had terrible users there. But you guys get the idea of what I'm trying to show, though. I hope you guys enjoy this. This is Pineapple Sway. Hope you guys, once again, like what I said, hope you guys enjoy this defensive scheme. It's Pineapple Sway.